Every so often you come across a tool within respective industry that make your life easier and, more importantly, makes you smile. But forget all of that. The real question is, why the hell am I bigging up this product? Why would you want to use FloorPlanner? To understand that, let's follow the advice of our old friend Stephen Covey, who said, start with the end in mind. And that, my friend, is what we're going to start with. I'm Robert, come with me and let me just take you through the value of FloorPlanner and how I use it to start with the end in mind. So you're now looking at FloorPlanner and just a few of the projects that I've actually started. So I'm just going to click on project number 1 and show you a 2D layout of kitchen, living room and dining room. And I did say start with the end in mind. So when you're starting to use a design package such as FloorPlanner, what you're really trying to save time on is all of those questions that you are inevitably going to be asking, such as, is the kitchen layout better this way? Will the sofa fit here? What floor colour am I going to use? What about wall colours? And all of these questions that you falsely, kid yourself that you're just going to do as you go. And we all do, but you lose time and you cause yourself probably a bit of anxiety because you're not really 100% sure. Well, this application gives you that guarantee that whatever you go and buy, whatever sizes, wherever you move things into the new position, they are going to fit. It's going to save you lots of time running backwards and forwards to kitchen designers who, from what I've found, they're not brilliant. You can actually design your own kitchen and take it to them and say, this is what I'm looking for, I'll be back in a few hours when you've got all the picking list. You can send somebody to IKEA and say, this is a sofa I want because I know it's going to fit. You can go and send somebody for wallpaper, bright coloured paints, things like that, floor coverings. With certainty that when you put it actually in the room, it's going to work. So it's starting with the end in mind. How's it going to look right at the end? And you're doing it right at the start. That's where I think FloorPlanner actually brings value. In fact, any 2D or 3D design application, it's a very important part. You make all of your mistakes in the design. That's the beauty of design. You don't go making your mistakes in the implementation, which are going to be far more costly. Just to be clear as well, guys, I'm not actually getting paid to promote FloorPlanner. So this is just a tool that I use, and I thought everybody, would take something away from seeing how it works, and also if I showed a few of the benefits. So if I run through some of those benefits, you've got very accurate wall sizes that you can enter. You can grab a wall and change the wall size and drag it around if you want. If I'm just going to move it, look, if I made a mistake, I can move that wall. You can send all of these measurements off to anybody, and if you're not on site and somebody is on site, and you can use it as a communication tool. That's invaluable. It could save you, potentially hours driving to a site, having a conversation just to talk about whether or not an opening will fit or not. You've got all of your sizes, as I say, around here. You've got sofas that you can drag around the place, plants that you can move around, lights, etc. That's the 2D element to it. If I just click the 3D element to it, well, for me now, it starts to make a bit more sense. You can actually physically see how things look. And even one better, if I just go inside some of the rooms, you can actually see inside the rooms just how it's going to feel. Now, I know this is quite low rendering, but we're not trying to design something that's going on into a glossy magazine. You know, we really are just trying to get a reasonable idea, and you know, for the cost, I think it's amazing. You know, it really is a cool bit of software. The other final thing which I think is real added value is when you come to do your final estate agent pictures, we all do, you know, 2 and 3D layouts. You may be paying for those, you may do them, the estate agent may do them for you or may not, but it's way better if you can present something like this on an estate agent's website listing, or send it to a friend. You know, you can actually say this is what it's going to look like ahead of schedule. You know, it's basically a communication tool. For me, it's hands down the easiest to use. I've used many over the years, and I'd say this application is the best supported on the internet. The cost is great, and if I'd got any children that were, you know, interested in just playing around with this, you could even give the project to a child, get them to learn the application and use it as a fun way to get into property. For me, hands down, the winner. A great tool, love using it, and typically I will spend probably about a day on the design of doing something like a property per floor. Having said that, it saves me days and days of messing about, wondering where everything's going to go. Will I have room for, you know, all the different furniture parts? And it just works. It really does work. Give it a go, and hopefully, you know, you can let me know in the comments if you find this tool of any value. And I've been Robert, and hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care for now. Bye guys.